What's up, people? It's time for another exciting math lesson. Are you ready? We're going to talk about surface area of triangular prisms today, but before we get too far into that, I just want you to know I got a couple more bad jokes for you, so let's see what you can figure out here. Are you ready? Alright, so the first joke of the day is, when do monkeys fall from the sky? When do monkeys fall from the sky? During April showers. Get it? April showers. That's a good one. Alright, here's the second one. What do you call a rabbit that's got fleas? What do you call? I know you love that one.
I can hear you from here. Alright, so to get started, we're going to go back and review our surface area words we talked about on the last lesson, okay? So the surface area stuff, of course, is all the stuff around the outside of the figure versus when we were doing the stuff on the volume, which was, of course, the inside stuff. So all the outside words would mean things like cover it, okay? Maybe going to cover it with wrapping paper, maybe going to cover it with plastic, going to cover it with something, maybe going to cover it with paint. So painting it. Okay, painting it is also a surface area type word or phrase. If you're going to make a box or create a box, those would be surface area words. If you see something about putting icing on the cake, okay, you can think about icing. I can't even spell it right. Icing. The cake would be, of course, putting icing on the outside of the cake, so that would be surface area. If you put the wrapping paper on it, okay, you're going to wrap that gift for your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Or maybe going to give your mom or dad something for your birthday, or their birthday. Wrapping paper would be a surface area type word. And don't forget if it's got anything about square units, okay? Anything about square units, that could be inches squared, feet squared, centimeters squared, any of that stuff, okay? Any type of square units is going to be surface area, okay? Versus when we talked about volume, it was all cubic units. Okie doke, so just keep those in your mind, and they're going to come up closer again later on in the week when we do some lessons later on. So just keep on studying them, keep on knowing them. Alright, so today's focus is on the triangular prism. Okay, so I've got a couple different ones for you to look at here. So this is a triangular prism, okay, because it's got a triangle on each end. Okay, so we've got two triangular ends. Okay, you can see that triangle there, alright, and then of course it's got three rectangular sides. Okay, so there's a total of 5 faces. That's a little bit bigger one. Here's a little bit smaller one, okay? Small triangular prism. Still same kind of thing, okay? Got a triangular end here. Got a triangular end here. Then you got your 3 rectangles that are wrapped around it. 1, 2, 3, okay? So triangular prisms have 5 sides or 5 faces, okay? So when we're doing these, we're going to try the area of all 5 faces. And we're going to break it down into this. We're going to find the area of the 2 triangular sides. And once we find the area of the 2 triangles, we have to add the area of the 3 rectangles to that. So if we go back, you know, and it's been a few lessons back, but if you'll remember, we've talked about how to get the area of a triangle. And to get the area of a triangle, of course, you do base times height divided by 2. And of course, for the area of the rectangle, you just do plain old length times width. So we're going to be doing length times width for 3 rectangles. And then, of course, the 2 triangles, I can see on this, the triangle here and the triangle here, they're going to be exactly the same. So once we find the area of one triangle, we're going to have the area of both parts. All right? So, you know, it's not super hard. If you can get the area of a triangle a couple times, get the area of a rectangle 3 times, add it all together, get the sum of that, you got it, no problem. Okay, so I'm going to draw a couple different ones here and try to lead you through it. Okay, so at least going to do 2 examples, maybe 3. Alright, so let's try this one first. So let's say you have one that looks like this, and I'll do my best to draw it as 3D as I can. Okay, make sure you kind of get the viewpoint of it. Alright, so I'm starting there. I'm going to dot my stuff in real fast just to kind of give it that 3D effect. Okay. Now, again, you know wherever the right angle is, okay, on the triangle, those are telling you the base and the height, okay.
So we got to have those numbers, okay? And then, of course, we'll be finding the area of the stuff all the way around the rectangle. So let's say we knew this was 17 centimeters here, okay? And let's say that we knew this side out here was, let's just make it 11 centimeters. And this side over here is 12 centimeters. And let's say this one down here is 15 centimeters. Okay? So, first thing we're going to do is going to do the two triangles. We'll kind of do a little bit here in the little T-chart. Okay? I'm going to slide this up some so y'all can see everything a little bit better. Alright? So we're doing the area of the triangles. So, I can see that one of the numbers that's touching the triangle is 12. And of course this would be 11 here, so it's also 11 over here on this part. So if I do base times height divided by 2, that would be 12 times 11 divided by 2. Okay. So if I do 12 times 11, that's 132. Alright, if I take half of that, that's 66. Alright, and there are two of them that are that way. Okay, so this one on this end would be 66. Have an area of 66. This one on this end would have an area of 66. Alright, so again, if you add those two 66s back together, okay, 66 for that triangle, 66 for that triangle, that puts you back to what you had earlier when we did it, okay, which was 132. Okay, now we're going to do the area of the three rectangles. So I'm going to talk about this one on the bottom first. So if you trace it and kind of went around down here on the bottom, okay. Alright, that one's 15 times 17. I'm going to do it, I think I'll just go around it in purple. That way you can kind of see it better. So this one down here on the bottom, 15 times 17. Alright, and then I'll just go ahead and calculate that up here. 15 times 17 is 255. Alright, so I got that one. Now, next one I'm going to do is this one over here on this side, okay, the one that's kind of angled this way. I'll go around it in red, so I'm talking about this one. Okay, that one right there. And that's 11 times 17, that's the length, that's the width. So 11 times 17 for that one. We'll pull it back over here real fast. 11 times 17 is 187. Alright, and that'll leave us the one back there on the back. Okay, that one back there. So if it's 17 there, okay, that means it's 17 centimeters there. Okay, and I'm just going to go around that one in black so you can kind of see it a little bit better. Okay, this is the rectangle I'm talking about, that one back here. So that'd be 12 times 17. Alright, and 12 times 17 is 204. Now I've got the purple rectangle.
That's 255, the one down here. The one over here on the right side is 11 times 17, and that was 187. And then the one on the back over here, kind of on the left, is 12 times 17, so it's 204. Alright, so I'm going to add all this stuff together now over here on this side. So that's my 255 plus 187 plus 204, and that gives me a total of 646 for my rectangles. Okay. So now to get my total surface area, okay, just add those up. Take the 132 or the 266s for the triangles. So 132 plus the three rectangle parts, 255, 187, 204, which we said was 646. Add that all together, so 646 plus 132 gives you a grand total of 778. And our measurement here was centimeters. And again, it's going to be in square units because we're talking about area, okay? So 132 plus 646 gives you 778 centimeters squared. Now, that's how you do a triangular prism like that. Let's take it to another one. Okay, I'm going to try another one. Give you a different example. Alright, so now let's say you've got one that looks like
Decide to find on a good one. This. All right. Dot all that in. Okay. And you can of course see that it's kind of got its two triangle bases. Okay, triangle there, and it's got that rectangle right there. Got a rectangle over here. Got a rectangle over there. Again, I'll kind of do the same thing I did earlier with doing the stuff about the sides. All right, so let's say on this one, let's say it gives you a little something different. Let's say it gives you this with your little right angle part in here. Okay, just to try to give you a little different view of it. So let's say it tells you that that is going to be what you need there. So let's say that's 14 meters. This is 12 meters. This is 10 meters. This down here is 11 meters. And let's say it comes in and gives you a little arrow into that and tells you that's 8 meters. Okay. Alright, so the same thing I did on the last one. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get the area of the two triangle parts. And I'm going to get the area of the three rectangular parts. And then when I get the area of all 5 of those faces, we'll add them up. Okay? Alright, so let's talk about the triangle first. So it's kind of hard to see it that way. But I'm going to kind of turn it this way. So if you're looking at this triangle right here, okay, this one that's dotted in, okay, this is the base of it, okay, because it's touching that part, and then this is the height of it where the 8 is. So the base of it would be the same number here, so that's going to be 14 there, and I'm getting that 14 from right there. Oh, so 14 is the base and 8 is the height. 14 and 8. Okay. So if I do base times height divided by 2, that would be 14 times 8 divided by 2. So let's clear that off. So 14 times 8 is 112. And 112 divided by 2 means that each one of those triangles is 56 meters squared. Okay? So that one on top is 56 meters squared. And that one down here on the bottom is 56 meters squared. So I'm just going to write that down twice because that's 56 for this one, 56 for this one. And if I add them together, that of course gives me 112. Now let's go through and talk about the rectangle parts. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the last one. I'm going to do them in a couple different colors. Okay?
Alright, so I'm talking about this rectangle right here. Okay? So that would be 10 and 11. Okay, the length is 11. The width is 10. Okay, but I'm going to start with the 10 because that's just going to make it easier. You're going to be able to see it. So it's 10 times 11, which of course 10 times 11 is 110. All right. Then I'm going to come back here. I'm going to do this one in red. Okay, this would be the rectangle on the right hand side, and that would be 14 times 10 or 10 times 14. I'm just going to keep the 10 first because it's, you know, it's going to be used in all of them. So 10 times 14 of course is 140 meters squared for that one. So got 11 times 10 up here for the one in the front, 10 times 14 for the one over here on the right. Alright, let's go over here and do this one over on the left. I'm going to do it in black. Okay, so we're talking about that one right there. And of course, if it's 10 over there on that side, that means it's 10 over here, or it's 10 back there, wherever you want to think about it being 10. Okay, 10, 10, 10, they're all the same. And so 10 times 12 gives you 120 meters squared for that one. So if I add all these up, the 110, the 140, the 120, okay, all three of the rectangles, of course that's 370 meters squared. So I'm going to just take all my little parts here, say 110 plus 140 plus 120, that gave me 370, okay.
Over here I had the 56 plus 56. And that gave me the 112. So now I'm all doing is adding all 5 of those areas together. The area of the 2 triangles, the area of the 3 rectangles. So 112 plus 370 gives me a grand total surface area. If I add all that up, 112 plus 370 is 482 meters squared. Alright? So, in summary, people, we're talking about adding up 5 faces. Okay, 5 faces. Going to add up the area of the 2 triangles. Going to add up the area of the 3 rectangles. If you need to watch this again, or if you got any questions, let me know. Hope you guys are having a good day. Keep smiling. You know, it could be worse, people. Could be worse. So, keep working at it. Hope you do well on the assignments. I'll be checking the grades on Google Classroom. Until then, keep it funky, people.